the only way to go further is to get higher and higher and higher. And because the way that stoppies are usually measured is you measure off an approach, 100 feet, 200 feet, 300 feet, however far you want, and then you pick up at that marker, or that cone usually, and you see how far you can roll. If you're rolling the same as your approach, you're doing okay. If you're rolling double your approach, you're doing pretty good. If you're rolling triple or further, your name is either Mitch Adams, Jesse Toller, or Bill Dixon. Jesse Toller actually just set 2 new world records for stoppies like 2 years ago. He broke his both wrists 6 months prior to actually setting his record, so he basically had a month back on the bike after his wrists were healed enough. But he set fastest stoppie at 175, picked up at 175 mile an hour, and then longest was 1,320.4 feet, so quarter mile. Quarter mile is 1320. So he was out of the drag strip when he did it, and he picked up and rolled. I think that one he was rolling away from the starting line, but he started clear back in the staging lanes and came around and picked up and rolled and rolled and rolled and rolled. But you can go find videos of his, and the reason he can do it is, one, he's just a machine, he's not human, and two, his home lot is our old abandoned runway, so he can play all day long. And there's videos, I saw a video of him he put up one day. He was rolling on the runway, and he's up and he's tall and he's rolling and he's keeping the bike straight with the wind, and then you see the back end kind of dip for a half second, and I was like, did you let off the brake and then get back on the brake? He said, no, I've been off the brake for about 300 feet. That was when I had to get back on the brake. Fuck you, man. I don't want to die. He's nuts, man. He'll if you ever see pictures pop up on Facebook of a new green ZX10 stretched doing wheelies or stoppies on it, that's probably him. He built a drift bike, a specific built drift bike, 240 kit. It's like 8 inches over, but he'll go roll stoppies on it too. I mean, and it's not like.
Is he in California?
He used to be in Tampa, Florida, and now he lives in Nashville. He moved there a couple weeks ago. Dude, you can run into that dude in the bar and never know who he is, and he'd be cool as shit. He's awesome guy. His teammate Rowdy, he's a super awesome guy too, but they're probably the two utmost guys progressing the front wheel side of the sport, because it seems so childish and so stupid, but they do stoppie school. So usually once a year or once every other year, they'll have stoppie school in Atlanta where Rowdy lives, and he's got a giant lot. I mean, like that FedEx lot that we were just by, but bigger, like 3 of those back to back to back. It's just huge. But to earn an AM stoppie school sticker, you have to roll 500 feet off a 300-foot approach. It's a long fucking ways for a sticker. It's the only way you'll ever see one, though. If you ever see one that says stoppie school,
earned it.
That's where it came from. Yeah, you had to earn it. And there's probably only 20 guys in the country got them. I mean, you have to. I mean, to put it in perspective, 500 feet is probably, I don't know, probably his car to the road.
Yeah.
And 300 feet is probably his car to that first light pole in that parking lot over there. Maybe not quite that far, maybe the road. I mean, it comes up quick.
So the people that go to the stoppie school probably have a setup, and they're, probably going to go through some formal, if you will, curriculum that is going to teach them some basics, or are you just basically getting a sticker if you can do this shit?
You have Rowdy on the megaphone yelling at people. So, the funny thing is, everybody goes there to do stoppies, and you can go, Google or YouTube stoppie school, and it'll come up, and you'll see videos where Rowdy's running around with the megaphone, and somebody's over in a different part of the lot doing wheelies. He's like, "Get your ass back to the stoppie line to Atlanta to do wheelies." And so he always, raises hell with people, but he's in good fun. He helps everybody. Like, he's not one of those guys that, yeah, I'm good at it and I'm a dick. I don't want anybody to learn because I'm good at it. He wants everybody to learn. He'll spend time with everybody. And there's just little things he can show everybody, I mean, usually everybody that goes is been riding and kind of has an idea of how stoppies work, or picked it up, or learned it. And sometimes they pick up bad habits. So he'll tell them, you know, do this instead, or try this to try to curb their habit so that they can progress. And everybody has their own style. Everybody has a different way. But, you know, if anybody's going to give advice, if it's going to be one of them two guys, I will shut up and take notes, because I've watched, I rode with Jesse and Rowdy in Dallas one year, and they were rolling stoppies, and Jesse took off first, and Rowdy chased him. And I watched at a point when they got to the other end of the lot, they came flying by where everybody was sitting. Jesse was rolling, and Rowdy was picking up speed, rolling behind him, and actually touched his tire to his helmet as they were rolling. And then he has enough control that he can pull it up to balance point and just kind of coast, or he can let off the brake just enough to pull it back and slow down or speed up while doing a stoppie. He'll do stoppie races all day. And basically you just both line up, you both take off, you both pick up. And it's the coolest thing if you got people that can roll a couple hundred feet. You see them pick up, and you know that they have no way of accelerating, but sometimes you'll just watch one guy just take off in front of the other one. It just looks funny. It's fun to watch, though.
That sounds like it would be fun to watch stoppie races.
So, they do it all weekend long. They have the amateur line, and they have the pro line. So if you know you won't hit, if you can't match your approach at 300 feet, then they have a whole other line of guys that are over here that can progress over here, because they don't want people that are
getting in the way,
rolling, and only going 200-300 feet and end up becoming an obstacle for somebody that's
right.
going to blow right past them. So they're safe and organized about it, which is nice. But there's still always a risk, and usually a couple people go to the hospital. A couple people break collarbones. So.